Today we're going to be talking about shows that we wanted to continue watching, but they got canceled, unfortunately. For me, I think shows get canceled all the time, but the one that really like kind of hurt was more in most recent years was Witches of East End. It was a show about some witches who just found out they were witches and that their aunt was like a cat with 9 lives who literally has died multiple times. And her mom's like this all powerful queen or something like that. It was just a really good show. And they had these 2 fine brothers that were fighting over one of the sisters, Freya, and then the redhead one. I don't remember. This was some years ago. I haven't watched it in a hot minute, but it only had 2 seasons before it got canceled. And I was kind of super bummed about it because I thought it was like really starting to pick up. And then they had the dude from Eve on it too. You remember the one with the nice smile, George, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
Eve's main love
yeah,
interest. Yeah,
yeah. He was
that's
on it for a little
actually
bit.
that's a good segue. That was a UPN show, 2 UPN
Yeah.
shows. So this is the 2000s. Clearly, I'm not into TV anymore. Half and Half needed a one more season to wrap up the storyline with Mona in particular. I wanted to know what happened with her and Lamont Rucker's character. And also, Girlfriends just needed the latter half of the 8th season. Like, it didn't need a 9th season. It just needed the back order, the 9-episode back order, so that we could just get the wrap up with, Joan getting married and Tony coming back. Like, we can get a mini series reboot on Netflix since it's doing well on Netflix, and they're doing a Sex and the City reboot, and that show, those ladies are in their 60s, so.
You're joking. You're joking about Sex and the City one, are you?
No, there's literally going to be a reboot on HBO Max with Samantha left. Kim Cattrall said no, never again. The other 3 are doing a reboot. Yep.
What other 3?
The remaining 3, Sarah Jessica Parker,
Cynthia Nixon
Davis, and what's the redhead?
Cynthia Nixon.
Yeah.
Cynthia Nixon.
Yeah.
Kim Cattrall said no, I'm good.
Yeah, she been said no. I would say that would be an unnecessary reboot in addition to shows that should have ended way earlier. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, this stuff is old because I don't watch TV anymore.
You have to give us what you have to say one that should have ended over because you can't take all of them that we want to take. So you said Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh yeah, when she started messing with Spike, I was done with the show. It was so sweet. When she dumped that what was his name?
Oh, yeah. Riley.
Yeah,
Riley or something like that.
Riley and started messing with Spike, the show was over for me. Like I was.
And then Angel left. Remember?
Well, he left early on though.
It doesn't matter. Angel and her were like, come on.
Yeah, everyone knows that, but they had to move on. The show survived without him. It was still good without him.
That's true.
Yeah.
But only one season when it was on
VPN. Can we just sidebar? Angel was super annoying. Buffy, every 5 seconds. Buffy. The next second.
No, he couldn't help himself.
Get out of here, Angel. Control yourself, Angel.
Whatever.
Big Bang Theory needed to end in season 8. There was extra 4 seasons.
All right, Tamika, what's your show?
That should have ended earlier or been had more seasons.
Yeah, I kind of switched it. Sorry.
Well, I can't think of any shows that were that good that needed extra seasons. I think a lot of shows ended just on time or right at the exact time. I mean, Friends could have had an extra season. It didn't get canceled, but I could have watched it 11th season.
It would have gotten weird, and then it would have needed to have been canceled.
And How I Met Your Mother.
They would have all been mushy faced by then.
How I Met Your Mother needed to end after like the 5th season. It was so bad after the 4th season. It was awful. I hated it. Hate is a strong word. I despised it.
No, don't knock again.
What?
Nothing.
Remember that show Xena? Xena was really good, but I think it needed to end a little earlier. I started to think it was getting weird.
Yeah.
The Warrior Princess. It was like, nah. After a certain point.
No, my ultimate one was The Vampire Diaries. That show ended. Elena left. I was so done with that show after Elena left. I was just like, why is this still going on?
What was the storyline after season 6?
It was like Enzo, and then Caroline, and what's his face, the one that the long pointy.
Stefan? Stefan?
Yeah, Stefan.
Who?
Yeah,
Stefan? Did they get together?
Caroline and the lovers, Cupid's rejects got together.
They have no chemistry.
That's who ended up together for real?
Zero chemistry, like zero. Yeah.
No, really, they ended up together?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, thank God I didn't finish that show.
Tamika,
I don't even hear this.
Vampire Diaries. It should have been a struggle series. Like it was bad. It was like surviving the Vampire Diaries. That's how bad it was. By the
Ouch.
This is why I stopped watching TV. The only show that I'm watching that's still good is Queen Sugar. It's on its 6th season. It's very good. However, this is the 6th season. I want the show to end in the 7th season to preserve it. Shows start feeling dragged out, so it's really good. But if it goes past the 7th season, I might jump ship because I don't even like long shows. So I actually think that the topic should have been shows that,
I said that's why I've been watching K-dramas, because they know when to end it.
I know, right? That's what I said. You know how much better American TV would be if they just did like miniseries.
Wait, yeah, I want to start.
Another show that I wanted to keep on going that got cut off mad quickly was the show called Life in Pieces. I don't even think anyone knows about it. Oh yes,
I love that show. It was so funny.
That show follow.
I love that show.
Life in Pieces was so funny.
Was that show after the Big Bang?
They should have gave it one final.
They should have gave it a 5th season. They were tripping on that one.
Yeah.
That show was hilarious.
Very funny.
Yeah. Anywho.
Was that show? Did that show come on after the Big Bang Theory on CBS? There was this show.
Had its own day.
Something like that.
What show was that? What show came on after the Big Bang Theory? There was some funny show with all these different couples.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
It was another version of like the Modern Family.
Yeah, it was Life in Pieces.
That was Life in Pieces?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Okay. And then there was 2 movies that needed sequels, and that was Bridesmaids and Girls Trip. Sorry, I just had to throw that in.
Sexism and racism.
John Carter needed a sequel.
That movie didn't do well, so they in the box office, unfortunately.
It didn't matter. It was a flawless masterpiece, nonetheless.
I thought it was pretty good.
It didn't look good in the market. The marketing was awful. It looked like a terrible.
Because it should have been called The Princess of Mars.
Masterpiece that no one appreciated. I will continue saying this to the end of my last day. It'll be like, I still miss Aaliyah. John Carter needed a sequel.
All right, we gotta wrap this up, ladies. So,
all right, well, yeah.
In conclusion, most shows ended when they needed to end.
Some shows did not.
Yeah.
Some of them that, were like, oh my gosh, this is weird, but there was this show with Anthony Anderson right before Blackish. Something about
guys with kids.
Dad. Yeah,
Guys with kids.
I like that show.
Was it called Guys with Kids?
He was so funny. So that's how he got the Blackish part. He was mad funny on that show.
What was the name of it?
Guys with Kids. It was good. I actually was kind of sad it got canceled. Okay.
I mean, it didn't really have a point. It was funny, but like, how could that?
The long-term vision wasn't quite there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, some of these people, these producers greenlight stuff, and there's no long-term.
Oh my gosh, that reminded me of this crappy show called Friends with Better Lives. I couldn't stand that show. I was like, I tried to watch it. I was like, what's the point of this show?
No, actually, I think that show is one of the actresses that like moved on to Life in Pieces. She was the only good character from that show that got a gig immediately after that one was canceled.
Remember this show with this Tom Cruise lookalike back in the day?
Oh yeah, Life as We Know It. That was a little teenage show.
Yeah,
that show was inappropriate. That show was inappropriate. Some of the things.
I mean, it was no worse than Degrassi. Degrassi was crazy.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I just say this? Anything with James Van Der Beek after Dawson's Creek, don't watch it. All right, I'm done.
And that God. Meredith
All
bounced,
right,
but I
gotta
want to say
go.
that
Bye.
I want to say that dude from Saved by the Bell too, the blonde. Everything he was in afterwards was bad too.
Ooh, Mark Paul Gosselaar or whatever his name, Glosser.
Every time he showed up, everything got canceled.
Well,
All right,
there you
sorry.
go. All right.
Moving on.
Bye, girls.
Bye.